What's up, YouTube? Back with another episode of Building a Brand. As you guys know, I've kind of been talking about how I left my storage unit. I said I got kicked out, but really they doubled the price and I voluntarily left. I left my studio apartment and moved to a multiple bedroom house, and one of the bedrooms I'm using as a storage unit for the brand. And it's actually been really good because not only can I run the brand out of the house, I don't have to leave. Like today, I printed some labels, I'll go and pack them, and then I'll drive to the post office and drop them off. Any other day, I would have had to drive to the storage unit, print labels before I left. If I forgot to print them, I would have to use my Wi-Fi for my phone. That sometimes took forever. Print it at the storage unit, leave the storage unit, drive to the post office, drive back home. Like that could take up my whole entire day, versus now this might take like an hour or two whenever I decide to do it. I think it's been a great decision to move the brand back into the house, but I kind of wanted to get on YouTube and just like making content on a consistent basis. And I know a lot of you who are new to the channel, you might be looking at like my subscriber count and thinking like, man, why she have all these subscribers and her videos don't even get that many views. So kind of like a backstory on that, I started like making content for YouTube, just playing around with it like back in high school. So I've been on YouTube for like over, like my first video was probably posted like over 10 years ago. Like I've been on YouTube for a very long time. And like most people, like you start making YouTube videos like when you're still like pretty young. That's probably like your worst content, but that's kind of where I was in college. I just started to make content around sneakers. I really started to become a fan of like shoes in the sneaker community, and just a fan of people who make that kind of content. And I wanted to make that kind of content. And I think that's why I was able to be as consistent as I was. It's like, I really just enjoyed editing. I really just enjoyed like making the content. The content that really blew up for me and blew this channel up originally, I made trip to Ross videos, and I think I was like the first person to make that kind of content. I don't know if that content is still popular or not, but I used to find some really good stuff at Ross. But then like when I started to get around the time where I was about to graduate from college, I just kind of got burnt out on that kind of content, and I was like, I don't even really care to go to Ross, and some of the shoes I was finding at that point were not that good. So I kind of let this channel kind of just not do anything. Last night I was watching one of my old videos from when I first started this journey of starting the clothing brand last year, and I was like, man, it's crazy how much changes in a year. But at that time I was really like wanting like a visual recording of me growing and building this brand. And I'm like, man, like, why am I still not doing that? And yesterday when I dropped the video on creating like an investment account for my LLC, for my clothing brand, I was just like editing the video, and I was just like really legitimately enjoying like creating that video. Now, off of that soapbox, we're about to get into the Building the Brand series. Sometimes I talk a little bit fast and slur my words a little bit, so it is what it is. But I'm gonna show you guys like my setup right over here. You might be like, this is the setup you're talking about? Yes, it looks super small on camera, and it kind of is in real life too. But anyway, this is kind of where I come to and I start and like design. So as you can see on the screen, I got like this leopard print pattern, but I use Canva for the most part to make my tech packs. And you can buy tech packs off of like Etsy, like the templates and all that. So you can do that, but really you could just go on Canva and choose like a PowerPoint presentation and just like make your tech packs. And for my tech packs, what I usually do is, and again, I don't want to leak any of my designs, but I design all of my stuff, like all my designs, except for one I did not design, but all of my designs for the most part I design myself. And what I put on it is I'll put like a layout of like the design, I'll show a picture of the design, and then I'll put like the size chart, and then I'll save this as a PDF, and then I'll upload it to Alibaba or let's say like if you're working with Pakistan manufacturers, I'll upload it to WhatsApp or whatever the case may be and send it to them so they can have exact details of how I want my stuff designed. I just created like this separate area where when I come over here, I know this is like, okay, you can chill, throw on a podcast, throw on a live stream, whatever the case may be, watch it and just cook up designs for hours. And that's what I've been doing for the past couple of days. And it has worked out perfectly. Like, I'm so happy I decided to do this. I was going to try and thrift all this stuff, and I did go out and thrift some days, but I just was not finding what I needed. So I went on Amazon. I got this wireless keyboard, which is really nice. It's like metal too. I didn't know it was going to be this nice because it's only like $30, but I'll put all the links down below. But I got this wireless keyboard for $30. And it came with like this wireless mouse. Like I said, for $30, I feel like that was a deal. And then I didn't need like a super like fancy desk or anything. So this desk right here, I think it was another $30. And then this monitor, I think it was like $110. It's like a curved, pretty long, ultra wide monitor. And again, I just went with the super generic cheapest one. I think this whole entire setup was like less than $200. That's kind of what the storage unit wanted me to pay for a month to rent there. So instead of paying for that month of rent, I got me a little setup to actually focus on big parts of my clothing brand. I got these orders right here. I've been packing orders like every single day though. It's been kind of crazy. But I got these orders. It's about, I would say this like 15 orders. And this is just from last night because I shipped some orders yesterday. Probably about like 40 something orders. So it's getting around that time of the year. But and also the brand is just growing. I'm spending more on ads. That's why I opened that investment account, because I'm like, Facebook, y'all gonna start paying me back for all the money I'm spending with y'all. But no, it's been working though, so that's why I'm doing it. And yeah, I gotta pack these orders. And the fact that I'm able to do this at home, I'm actually move the camera into the other room. I think I'm gonna have to throw this on the yeah, I think I'm gonna have to charge this camera up. Okay, so right now we are inside of the warehouse. And all right. Number one, this mic in my last video, it was kind of only like playing out of one ear, so I switched to a different mic, but that mic was not working. But I don't want to talk too much about that, y'all. Like, I don't really care. I don't even know what you're talking about. But this is my like warehouse, and I've kind of been like organizing and cleaning this up today. And it probably looks the same as the last time y'all saw it, but it was kind of a mess in this room. But I'll just show you guys, give you guys a rundown of what's been going on. So on the floor, as you can see, got a couple different boxes, Amazon boxes. And I just been ordering extra supplies. These are like my poly mailers. So I got extra bags of those. And I'm gonna actually sit this camera down. Shoot, y'all probably gonna be able to see my feet. Let me turn the camera down. But I'm gonna just throw those extras over there. I am pretty behind in the design process, and I think I've talked about this a little bit before, and if I did, I'll just cut this out. But with the clothing brand, you really have to design 2 months in advance. And when I say that, the sampling process takes up to 2 to 4 weeks. So if you come up with a design, you send it to a manufacturer, you send like all the information that they need to make the product. At minimum, it'll take them 2 weeks, and then on average, it'll probably take them four like a month. And sometimes it could take longer, because say they mess something up, so then you got to add 2 more weeks because they got to remake it and send you pictures or whatever the case may be. Once you get it in, that'll probably take another week to a week and a half for you to get it. And then once you get it in, say you like it, everything is good, it'll take you another 4 weeks for them to make the full order, and then another week to a week and a half for you to receive that. So in total, you're looking at least 2 months before you actually are able to release a product. So with clothing brands, you have to be 2 months in advance. So I got all these designs that I'm working on, and I kind of want to shoot for like the November timeframe. So I'm thinking like, do I just let my old manufacturer remake certain products? And I'm kind of leaning towards that right now just because I'm on such a time crunch. But the thing is, they haven't made this product in a while, and their factory had closed down for a little bit. So I really got to think that out. And then on top of that, I got a new manufacturer and they're making all these new products. So it's like, do I just let them make it? So as we head towards the end of this year and early next year, they could just be the main manufacturer that I'm working with and doing all those things. So yeah, it's a lot, but I got a lot of concepts, a lot of ideas that I want to roll out and I'm happy to be working on, because I don't know, I feel like this last quarter has really been me like experimenting and testing out different ideas of like working with designers or creating different products, or me feeling like I've rushed products, and me coming to this space where I feel like, okay, it's time for me to kind of reflect on what I originally planned out for this business and what I originally wanted this business to be and what I really wanted this brand to look like. And that's what I've been doing these past couple of weeks, and I'm excited for the products. Like, you know, it's just, I don't know, working with this manufacturer and having all the issues that I had with this new manufacturer, another manufacturer that I worked with, is really like kind of reset my vision and ideas of how to send stuff out to manufacturers. Because with my first couple designs, I guess I got lucky. I would just send manufacturers reference pictures. I would just take screenshots of size charts and just send it to them, and then I would receive it and be like, good. But these last few manufacturers really have taught me like, no, you really need to go back and understand you need to be making tech packs. That's something that I've been doing recently that I was not doing in the past. I've been making tech packs. I've been organizing my stuff a lot more. And I think that's been great, because as I move forward with this brand, that is something that I've been needing to do, that I've just been kind of blowing off because it's been working for me previously. But even like having my manufacturer sample and remake stuff my other manufacturer was making, it opened my eyes, because it's like, dang, you can't even find the size chart. You can't even find all the information you need to send to this new manufacturer. So just being able to sit down, reorganize all this stuff, create these tech packs, that has been good. So I think even though with this past quarter, all the mistakes that I have experienced and all the issues that I had with these manufacturers, it really taught me in a way where it's like, no, it's worked out for you great that you've been able to work with manufacturers and you've been able to get your products out and design the way that you want that. But that partially could have just been because of luck. I don't know. Like, but at the same time, it's like, that's not what to expect. That's not the, like, what normally happens if you don't properly give them the correct information. So I've just been redirecting and kind of trying to build out these systems so I can grow. And I guess that all comes into play with, like I said, with deciding to either go warehouse with employees or go fulfillment center. But I really got to hone into my margins. And I've been doing a good job of finding new manufacturers that can make my products at a cheaper price, but still maintain that quality or provide even better quality I was receiving from my last manufacturer. So that's been eye-opening too. All the manufacturers that, you would think paying more would get you better quality, but it's some manufacturers out there who have smaller factories and they can create better product for you at a better price. So just really shopping around, finding different manufacturers to work with. And you know, just being able to reduce my margin. So in the case of whatever it may be, if it's buying a warehouse and getting employees, or going fulfillment centers that actually have the margins to afford it, because you can make those jumps and then now it's like your brand is not making money or is barely making money. So yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. But I think I'm gonna finish setting up this room, cleaning up, take these boxes to the recycling bin, finish organizing everything over here, like the poly mailers. I kind of discussed this a little bit, but I try and do like biodegradable and not just pure plastic poly mailers when I can. So I just wanted to put that out there, like for people who are starting brands, clothing brands. I say you might have to pay a little bit more for the biodegradable ones, but don't intentionally try and create more waste, because in a way that's kind of what we do. But like I've been trying to like make sure, like when I order stuff like that, I'm ordering environmentally friendly stuff. So you might like, what are you talking about? But that's kind of what I've been trying to do. But I think I'm gonna wrap this video up, grab me some lunch, finish designing, ship off some orders, and try and just chill, So thanks for watching. If you got to the end of the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Even if you didn't get to the end and you skipped to the end because you were trying to see what I said at the end of the video, I don't know. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and leave comments down below and questions, and I'll make sure I get to those and answer them. But built by SNY. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.